It's a beautiful thing. It's amazing. People came out and supported. The food has been amazing. People have been enjoying it. So it's all about the good positivity, the vibes for this community and the city. This has always been my dream, is just finding ways to give back. And then me and Sam, we met back in like 2019 or 2020, around that time, and we've been brothers, business partners since. And then once I got traded to Cleveland, I told him this is one of my first things that I wanted to do, is be able to open one in Cleveland so we can give opportunities for jobs, but also for people to try the food and just use it as a tool to be able to give back. It's very, very good. The process is, day to day, and we just got to take it one step at a time. We can't do anything too crazy. We can't jump the gun and try to do too much. The biggest thing right now through this process is load management, and just continue to, find ways to just get better and just stay on that course. So, I'm trusting all the doctors, the PT, Dr. Elatrosh, and his team out in LA with the Cleveland Browns, and we just, follow their role, and, we'll be ready by week 1. No, most definitely. I'll be better than I was before in week 1. So, I'm very confident in the roles of the doctors. Like I said before, Dr. Elatrosh and his team, following their lead, and just all the research that I've done, and then just my work and preparation. I put my whole life into this, and I want to make sure I come back even better than before. It was amazing. Jameis is a great guy. Great person. Better person than whatever he do outside of just being himself. The football is just secondary, but being around him, his fellowship, his leadership, his command of just being very positive, and then just being able to have him, being the former number one. Oh, sorry about that. Former number 1 pick. Been around so many great quarterbacks, and I just need that energy and want that energy around me. So once, we figured out, AB signed him, I got his number, and I wanted to just ask him questions. And he came out to LA and visited me, and we had a great time. It was amazing to have Kevin here. He actually told me, before I even asked him, he found out, I think, through Peter or someone through the organization, he said he was going to come. And so, I asked him if he wanted to be on the podcast. He said, sure, well, why not? It was a great opportunity for him to be able to come hang out with me and Quincy. And then the visit with me and Dorsey was awesome. And Kevin also, he was there too. And we just continue to build that. And so since I've been out here, I met with Dorsey a couple times, and that we can tell that bond is going to continue to grow. I put everything into winning that championship for this organization, but for the city of Cleveland. And it's very similar to how I grew up back in Gainesville, and very passionate about that. And I know things kind of get narrated the wrong way, and it's not coming from me, but things like that, it happens. And I just want them to know that I'm very passionate about being in the city. I'm passionate about the dog pound, passionate about getting out there on the field and being a success, so we can bring that championship back to Cleveland where it belongs. And I'm gonna do whatever I need to on and off the field to be able to have that goal achieved. Yeah, it was amazing. I knew kind of since I pretty much got traded that was an opportunity that AB wanted to try to get done, and it took a little minute, but he got it done, and I think he's going to be a great addition with Amari and Elijah. And those 3 guys already been together this offseason. Very similar types of guys from the similar area, so it's going to be fun to be able to toss the ball around to those guys. Yeah, that's the plan, is just being able to pull out a full season. The first year, we had some stuff that we had to do with the NFL, and then last year an injury popped up that I couldn't really control too much, but we get one full season, and it's going to be special things. And I really believe that, the organization believes that, and that locker room believe it too. So we're putting together a great contender. We're just going to go to work and just taking one week at a time, and see what happens. Mine is the southpaw, so I get the southpaw. So everything on the menu is amazing, especially with my brother Sam, my business partner right here. But for me, I love the southpaw because I love hot Cheetos, so I always put hot Cheetos on mine.